The law of entropy is the second law of thermodynamics, and it states this idea that things, if left to their own devices, will naturally lean towards a disorderly state, that things will be chaotic and disorganized if you don't bring some sort of order to it. That systems in general lean towards a more disorderly state unless an external force is applied to it to bring order. That without intervention, things are naturally going to be chaotic, that things are naturally going to be disorganized. You have to bring order to it in order to maintain order. I think that this is a real thing. I think if you applied it in your actual regular life, if you were to look at the law of entropy, I mean, think about like your apartment or the place that you live. If you don't spend time cleaning up after yourself on a regular basis, right? If you don't clean up every crumb after you finish eating, or if you don't pick up your clothes after you take them off, you're not hanging your clothes up, you're not folding your clothes, if you don't clean your bathroom, if you don't take out your garbage, if you don't, maintain some sort of maintenance in your fridge and start taking things out that aren't doing so well, that are spoiling, that are rotting, your apartment, your house, your living space is going to be a complete wreck. It's going to be a cyclone of complete disorder. Clothes everywhere, stinking trash, dust everywhere. You're going to be living in a dingy quarter. You're going to be living in squalor because you're not maintaining order within this place. It is up to you to maintain order within your life. That is 100% your responsibility. You got to maintain order in your life. You got to make sure that you're doing everything that needs to be done in order to make sure that your life is as organized as it needs to be. Otherwise, it's going to naturally be disorderly. If you're planting a garden, if you have a garden, and you're not tending to your garden, if you're not having maintenance within your garden, there's going to be weeds that grow up, There's going to be pests that are feeding on these beautiful flowers that you're trying to plant. Anything without the proper detail and care and attention is going to fall apart. A relationship is going to fall apart if you don't put care into it. A car is naturally going to rust if you're not taking it in for maintenance. Everything is going to decay. Everything is going to become disorderly, if you don't actually apply yourself to bring order to it. So bring order to it. Things are naturally going to fall apart. Things are naturally going to change from one state into another state. A sandcastle, no matter how good you build it, is naturally at some point going to fall down if you're not continuing to maintain the structure of it. It's going to happen. Your sandcastle is not going to stand up unless you continue to work on it. You continue to pat it down and smooth it out. You got to bring order to it. Otherwise, it's sand. You know what I'm saying? Sand is going to just crush. It's going to fall down. It's going to falter. It's going to just go back to nothingness. And you got to start from scratch. If you don't bring order to some sort of system within your life, it's going to just be nothing. And every single time, you're going to have to start from scratch. So you're better off just starting to maintain order now. Bring some order into your life. Be that external force to yourself. Be that intervention to yourself. You can do it. And I know a lot of us, we do have our lives being a wreck. We don't have a schedule. We don't wake up at a certain time. We're not selective of the foods that we're going to eat. We're not selective of the things that we're going to watch, the things we're going to listen to. We have no sort of like boundaries in which we're saying to ourselves, I got to do this in this specific type of way. If you don't bring some sort of order, some sort of structure, some sort of intent into your life, then things will naturally fall apart. Your relationships will fall apart. Your finances will fall apart. You will succumb to addictions. Your friendships will not be able to maintain themselves. You will lose friends. You got to make sure that you maintain order. You got to bring external force within yourself to apply to your life. You got to put energy towards maintaining order. And this is easier said than done. Everything that I'm saying is simple, but it doesn't make it easy. But it is simple. You got to be more orderly. You got to be more organized. You got to make sure that you're putting that effort into your life, because otherwise everything's going to fall apart. Start planning out your days. Start planning out your weeks. Start planning out your months. Plan out your year. Set goals for yourself. Set benchmarks for yourself to achieve. Start racking up the small wins. So just always remember, without effort, things will decay. So you got to put effort towards it. In order for it to maintain its structure, you got to put effort towards it. So put your effort towards it. But hey, that's all I really wanted to say to y'all today. I'm on my way to go get my hair cut. That's why my hair looks a little crazy right now. So I'm gonna roll in and go get my fresh cut, and I'll probably show y'all afterwards what it looks like. But I just wanted to let you know about the law of entropy because that's what I thought about this morning. Great connecting with you. I'm gonna see you soon. All right, I'm back. Here we are with the fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? I feel a whole lot better. I feel like $1,000,000 every single time I get my hair cut. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to Will. I just had a conversation with him. Apparently he came across my channel. He actually saw it come up. So at least I know the algorithm is doing its thing. So I'm really happy. We gotta have a conversation about content creation and how it's been going. But he said he's enjoying it. It's been cool. So I'm just glad to see that the messages that I'm saying are actually reaching out and touching people. So happy about that. But much love to y'all. I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in and rocking with your boy because realistically, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that. So much love. I hope to see you in the next one. All right, peace.